Hello everyone, it's me, Soccer Bro. I'm back with another video for you guys. Welcome to December, and it is December 1st today, so yay! And most of you who are returning viewers, you know what that means, especially most of you who follow my other platforms. I decided to start a new series for this month, considering most people don't have spooky stuff to look forward to, because usually October is like the big month for spooky season. But I decided, why not make spooky season for December, and it's also my birthday month too, so it makes a lot of sense. It's also my sister's birthday month and my grandmother's birthday month, so this is gonna be very interesting. I wanted to talk about my paranormal experiences that I had at the Hoosac Tunnel. I was there yesterday. I just uploaded a YouTube short earlier this morning. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. I also uploaded some small videos of North Adams and the tunnel on those pages. Nothing talking. It's just like videos with audio, because I like posting those, because that's just me expressing myself. So I am excited for episode 1 of the series. So this means that there's going to be a lot more haunted history, there's going to be a lot more haunted locations, and there's also going to be more cemeteries. Yay! And we're also going to slip on ice and snow. Let's go! I'm fine if that's me. I hate when other people literally almost die, straight up. Because that's my job. That's my job. Nobody else's job, but my job. Yes, Moo? What do you need, Moo? Exactly. Sorry, that's my cat. She likes to meow all the time. Why are you looking upstairs? There's nobody up the stairs. Literally. Exactly, Licorice. So this is me talking about stuff that's happened to me at the Hoosac Tunnel. And if you're new here, I've been to the Hoosac Tunnel many times, especially when I started out. The first place that I went to... Stop buzzing my old phone, people! So a lot of people know that I went at the beginning. The first haunted location I actually have been to was the Hoosac Tunnel. And then the second would probably be the Haunted Mansion, North Adams, I think. I'm not really sure. I think I went to other haunted places too before then. But I've been to a lot of haunted places. Most of them are not very famous. They're just places that I know that are closer to me, or like an hour away from me, basically. But the places that I feel the most strongest to, that feel like they keep calling me back to those places and I feel very connected to them, would be the Haunted Mansion in North Adams and then the Hoosac Tunnel. But there's also a lot of other places that I feel very attracted to for some odd reason. Like the S.K. Pierce Mansion. That mansion I haven't been to yet, but I plan to go to. And I just already feel very connected to it regardless. And I even watched Elton's video on it, which is hilarious. Elton. So yeah. And I experienced a lot at the Hoosac Tunnel from me being there. If you go in early August, in mid-August specifically, I didn't go until like the end of August of this year. But it wasn't as active because there was like too many people around, so yeah, that sucks. Thank you, people. But yeah, it's usually active because you can be hearing explosions and just men talking or screaming. Yes, Moo, where are you? Are you on the stairs? Licorice? Why are you meowing at me? I can't even see you. Exactly. So yeah, and I would know because I experienced it, and me and my mom were experiencing all this. And we would basically be in 2 different areas of this place, and she would be hearing stuff, and I wouldn't be hearing anything. And then I would be hearing stuff, and she would experience something different. Because I could, and then I also feel like I'm being watched and followed all the time whenever I'm there by myself. And, it's just extremely weird. And so I'm basically, like, always, like, hyper-focused every time I go to the tunnel, because, like, I always feel like I'm being watched. So I always have to make sure that it's not, like, straight-up people that is watching me. And then I literally feel, like, fully awake there than I normally am on a daily basis. And I also did not have enough sleep today, so I'm kind of cranky. And I'm going to be more cranky tomorrow because I'm going to be at another haunted location with my friends, because I'm helping them with their photography, and also helping that said best friend with their first YouTube video ever. So, go subscribe to Phantom Fang if you want to see that craziness that's going to happen tomorrow. It's going to be craziness, because it's going to be me, Megan, and T everywhere all at once. So, and we are recording at, like, a haunted location, but it's not anything to do with, like, paranormal and stuff like that. So I'm just saying wary of that. So if you do catch anything in that video, just know that the location is haunted. So we're probably not going to literally pick up on anything, but every time I literally go to that specific college, I always just know it's straight up haunted, because it's just like a feeling. And I just straight up knew when I was there the first time, because it used to be an armory of the city I live in. So it used to be the armory, so there's tunnels under the school, and someone basically got straight up decapitated in the basement. So yeah, the place should be haunted at this point. And anyway, so back to the tunnel. So I would be basically hearing men yelling, but I could never hear what they're saying, but they're loud enough for me to hear them. And my mom was experiencing the same stuff too. And then she was worried because I went on the trails on the side, so I had to climb over the stone wall, and it's hard for me to climb that because I'm small. So, like, I struggle. So I look like a little, like, spider trying to crawl up on the side. Basically, which you guys do not see me climbing up, because I'm the one holding the camera, or I put the camera down and then I climb up. Like, you guys never see me climb that, and I'm always struggling to climb over that wall, and it's not even that high. It's, like, half my height, so, like, my head's, like, over it like this when I'm standing next to it, so I have to climb up on the side, because if I try to walk the little ramp, I'll basically lose balance and just straight up fall into the canal. And that's what I'm going to call it, even though it's not called a canal. But when you're on the trail, you can still hear the explosions, and then you can still hear the men yelling. And then sometimes they will touch you, because sometimes you can get a phantom touch there too, because I've been touched multiple times while I was there as well, where I feel like someone was, like, poking me in the shoulder, or straight up just touching my shoulder, or having plant their hand on my shoulder. It's happened before, or I could just feel someone behind me a lot of the time while I'm there, or I can sense them in front of me and I can't see them. I've also seen shadow people, or I've seen orbs floating around. I've seen a lot there. But sometimes it could just be, like, my brain just glitching, because that happens sometimes because of my ADD. But I see and feel people literally just, like, walking in the forest and stuff like that, because it happens very close that I can sense it. And it's happened before more than once. Like, it mostly happens when I'm alone. You can experience more when you're by yourself than when you're with multiple people. It depends on how many people with you. The more people that you have with you when you're at haunted places, sometimes it can stir up more stuff, but if there's too many people there, you're out balancing energies, so you're not going to experience as much. So, like, either have, like, a group of 3 or a group of 2 when you go to places. But yeah, you should still stick together, because if you're in different places, it's hard to literally say what your experience is true, because not everybody's experiencing the same thing. But my mom has experienced paranormal stuff, and then I have as well. When my grandfather died, she basically saw and heard him, and he was interacting with her a lot after he passed. I've only seen my grandfather once, because he died before I was born, so I've only seen him once, but he usually just comes into my dreams a lot of the time, so there's that. I've also had dreams of the Hoosac Tunnel a lot, recurring last year, and they were always vivid dreams. I was always there at night in those dreams. It was never during the day a lot of the time. Like, we would be there, and I would be with my friends, and we were doing, like, an overnight thing, so we were there, like, camping out there for, like, days on end, getting, like, content and stuff, so it was, like, interesting. And then I would end up being separated from the group because I would be going off either chasing or following something, or something would be following me. And I would always be, like, out there with my camera, and I was, like, recording all of this for, like, YouTube. And it was dreams. This isn't real. That was just me dreaming this stuff. And vivid dreams, if you don't know what a vivid dream is, it's literally... Why you gotta fall over? Vivid dreams are dreams that feel real, and they're usually ones that tell you messages. So if you have a recurring dream, especially if it's a vivid recurring dream, that's a big sign of something. It's like symbolism, because your intuition's trying to tell you something. Especially if you have dreams about dead people, which I have had dreams about dead people a lot. Either about the tunnel or not. And then there'd be times where I would be in the tunnel, and then I would feel like I shouldn't be in the tunnel. Or it's literally calling me to go in deeper into the tunnel. And also, mind you, a lot of people who have walked in the tunnel have never been seen to this day. It's just, like, there's a lot of people who go missing just by walking into that tunnel. Who knows? They could have been hit by a train because, like, the train comes through, or it could be something paranormal. You never know. There's straight up a person who walked in who was the owner of the tunnel, the production, or he ordered the construction of the tunnel to happen. And since he flaked out on his friends, for those of you who did not see my older haunted history videos, because I did multiple of this place, he walked in there one day, and then he wasn't seen for days, and then eventually they found him in the middle where the explosion happened, because he basically retreated and his friends died in there. And then they found him that he was basically suffocated to death, like someone choked him to death, and they found his body in the middle where that explosion took place, in the middle of the tunnel. They found him basically dead, and then I was literally like, that's interesting. And also, a lot of people basically died in that tunnel, like horrible deaths. It's just really sad. But when you're there by yourself, you can sense that there's, like, so many people there at once from what I've experienced and everything. And then also, like, when I was there, my camera would malfunction, and it would happen a lot in the same time, and my camera would just die out of nowhere. It could have just been me. A lot of times it was just me not charging my batteries. And I have these batteries, so most of the time I would just change them out when I had my extra ones that I lost. So I would have backup batteries always with me. Make sure that your batteries are always charged when you're going to a haunted place, or anywhere basically, because your batteries can always just die or drain. And they just kept messing with my camera, and they knew it was pissing me off, so they kept doing it, because whenever I would walk to the tunnel, my camera would be fine, and then it would start glitching out once I got straight up at the opening or inside the tunnel. Or I would basically be glitching on the trails or on the side of the tunnel, just around the tunnel. Basically, it would just turn off, turn back on, and then it would not let me focus my photos. So a lot of my photos kept getting blurred. There would be a couple times that I got, like, orbs in them. And then sometimes it could just be dust, because there's, like, dust in that whole thing. And I just opened my flash right there. That was an accident, because I hit the button by accident when I hit it on the side. I need dunks. Not advertised. I just really need to drink because my throat is dry. And I'm gonna need the rest of this for tomorrow, and I'm gonna drink all of this before tomorrow. Literally, so. And then I got like one photo that just came out as like green lights, and this was when I was getting a lot of orbs, and this was like back in like 2020. So this is when I basically started my YouTube channel. And I still had short hair, but I was like a brunette back then, and I do not want to relive that, so I'm going to have to dye my hair again. I have to go red again. Yay. Or I could just put my wig on before, until, like, I basically dye my hair. Literally. But I'll have longer hair then, and people would just be like, what? You would be able to tell it's a wig, obviously. So that was happening a lot, and then my camera would basically turn off, and then completely go off, and it would not let me turn it back on. Like, it would go on for a split second, and then, go back to normal. And it was just really weird. And my camera was defaulted because I did have to bring it to Best Buy because it was, like, they literally, I bought like a defective camera, so they had to basically send it back to Nikon to get it fixed, and this is upside down. Because I have a warranty on this camera, basically, so and it wasn't that long after I got it either. But that has nothing to do with the tunnel, because every time I go to the tunnel, most of the time with this camera, it usually malfunctions. I've also had my phone malfunction a lot of time when I was taking photos or recording a YouTube video when I couldn't use this camera. So whenever I can't use this camera, I use my phone to record, because I have no other camera to use, because I do not have a GoPro yet, and I do not have like any other camera. So yeah, it sucks, but you also got to be careful when you go in the tunnel. Sometimes if it was raining the day before, there's going to be like water coming and dripping down from the ceiling of the tunnel. And you could literally see a lot and experience stuff. It's always different for like everybody, and there's a lot of people who experience more than others. I heard that females or women are more able to experience the paranormal than men are. So if you are a male paranormal investigator, always have like a female with you, because you'd probably be able to get more action with spirits in general, because there's always a lot of times that for some haunted places, there's like always like a male ghost who is like straight up just interested with like living females, and they'll flirt with them or just interact or try to like touch them and stuff like that. So it's always good to have a female around when you're doing it, because women are technically more spiritually active than men. Don't be pissed at me. I'm not saying like guys aren't spiritually active. It's just like women sense more than men do. And also, a paranormal investigator who visited the college that I'm going to tomorrow also said this. So if you're gonna get mad at me, it's his word, not mine originally. So go literally be mad at somebody else, honestly. But it's always good to have people who are active or empaths, or people who see ghosts sometimes, because I have seen ghosts multiple times. I haven't seen a ghost at the tunnel yet, but I have seen shadow people, orbs, and other things, but I mostly just sense people there. I don't think that they have enough energy most of the time to appear anyways, but people have seen ghosts there. I have not yet, but that's why I keep going back anyways. So it's just like I've experienced all that there. I've also experienced just technically like the normal stuff. I haven't been back there fully recently in a long time. Licorice, you okay? You good, Momo? She's fine. I think she just wants her food because I usually feed her around this time, so I'm gonna have to feed her after this. So don't worry about my cat. My cat will be fed. Trust me. So yeah, I can't think of anything else that I experienced there now, but I do have a story from one of my friends who told me this recently because we hung out last month, and he told me that he was asking me if it's normal to see the white foam and stuff like that, and you can. It is a paranormal thing, but he was asking me because he experienced it at the tunnel, which I basically straight up told him the truth of what I thought. So it can happen, but since like there's always like mist coming out of the tunnel a lot of time because there's a lot of mist that comes out of there in the summer and winter. It's most of the time there's a lot of like vapor coming out of it and stuff like that. I was about to say smoke. It's not the same thing. So it could have been that's what he was seeing. So that could have been what it was seeing, but sometimes it can be paranormal. It cannot be paranormal because I experienced that a lot because I see the white foam a lot all the time, and then whenever I blink, it literally normalizes my vision, and then it goes back to like being foamy, and I can't get rid of it no matter what I do. And then my sister and my mom also experienced that because we also experienced it when we're in church, and most of the time when that happens, it's in church. I don't understand why it happens specifically while I'm in church, but it happens. And that's basically what I told my friend, and that was his experience. So yes, it can happen, but most of the time, depending if the place has like vapor coming out of it, most of the time it's mostly probably just a vapor. But if you experience that on any other place that's haunted, then technically yes, it can be paranormal. So that's what I told him. And yes, it can be normal because I experience that more often than other people, so that's how I know it's real. So yeah, I think that's it for this video. I'll let you guys go. Because that's all I remember from experiences, because it's been like months since I've been back there. And I do plan going back to that area this weekend, so we'll see how everything works out. And then I also have to go to a haunted location tomorrow, but we're not doing any haunted stuff there. So yeah, follow. Go subscribe to Phantom Fang or King Phantom Fang. I have to literally. I'll put T's YouTube channel in the description. You guys go subscribe to T. And T is the weird blonde kid who is a weird blonde kid who I'm best friends with, and T has been in some of my YouTube videos since when we were at Mount Tom. And then Megan also has her own YouTube channel. I'll also put her YouTube channel in the description too. Go subscribe to them, please. Because you're probably going to be seeing me show up on their stuff too, probably. But they're my best friends, so please go do it. Please go do it. You're supporting me when you support them as well. And I'm finally getting T to finally upload a YouTube video that's not a YouTube short, and I was the one who uploaded both of T's YouTube shorts. So good job, T, for letting me do that. And it blew up too, so I was like proud of that, actually. Oh, so before I fully leave, thank you guys for the 229 subs. That means a lot to me. And I'm happy for all of you to join in our journey. Regardless if it's the paranormal journey, the healing journey, or just straight up just me being me and almost falling off the side of the earth. Because I always end up tripping or slipping on something. and almost dying. And I was almost hit by a train a couple days ago anyways. Because I didn't realize I was that close. So, like, I only backed up when the front of the train passed by, because I could have gotten, like, hit in the head with a rock, basically, that easily, because of how fast they go on that railroad track. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember to stay classic. I'm watching you guys. Be yourselves. And also remember to stay strong, my warriors, and remember to sustain your mental health, because the importance of mental health is very important. Take care of your mental health, like, seriously. Love you guys. See you guys this weekend, probably, unless you're gonna see me in the community tabs, probably. Either way, you're gonna see me somewhere. Check out my other platforms, because you're gonna see a lot more stuff like this there, so don't miss me too much, guys. Peace out. See you guys this weekend.